Rereading General Petraeus' op-ed in September of 2004, it is damning, man. I got to put this up on the YoungTurks.com. Go back and read what he wrote 3 years ago. 3 years ago! He's talking about, we're making substantial progress. He's saying, we are training the Iraqi army, and I tell you, he gives all these numbers. He's like, about how successful they are. But I'll tell you what, it's not just in the numbers. It's in the people. And the people I meet show such resiliency and courage. These are the guys who totally ran from every fight, that didn't stand up at all. That we had to go back and do a surge, do a re-escalation in Iraq, because the Iraqi army didn't show up at all. And he was charged with training them. In September of 2004, right before the election, Petraeus gives a glowing report about how well they're trained. Let me read you one of the early paragraphs. Now, 18 months after entering Iraq, I see tangible progress. Iraqi security elements are being rebuilt from the ground up. And later he says, the police are being trained so well. Those police are the ones that wound up joining the militias and doing the sectarian killings. Those are the ones that go in and capture the Sunnis and put drill holes in their heads and all over their bodies, torture them, execute them, and leave them in the middle of the street. That's the great police and army that General Petraeus, or as now some are calling him General Petraeus, has raised and trained in Iraq. That's his shining success. That's why we've got to trust General Petraeus. If that guy said 3 years ago how much success we were having in Iraq, and he was dead wrong, when he comes back 3 years later and he says we're having success in Iraq again, why would we believe him? Why would we trust him? It doesn't make any sense. Now he's going to go in front of Congress and he's going to tell us the same song and dance he did right before the 2004 election in order to help the person who wound up promoting him, George W. Bush. And he's going to look to help that same guy because Bush is the guy who's helping his career, who's promoted him all along and called him brilliant. If the Democrats don't see, and the media don't see past this fraud, they're doing this country a great disservice. When Petraeus was wrong in 2004, and he's wrong now, we know what he's going to say, and it's a pack of lies.